Hello, everyone. Let me just check really quick to make sure we are live in the right place in the group, because this is specifically for you guys. Okay, yes, I see you guys. Okay, wonderful. So let me get out of there. Okay, hi, everyone. I am Amber, right there. Coming to you live today as promised to bring you guys hopefully a really good training, valuable training for you to start implementing today, right now, as we're walking through it step by step. I am going to teach you how to best set up your profile, your Facebook friends profile, so your regular profile that you're on Facebook with, to optimize it and to make it look professional for your industry, because obviously every one of you on here is operating your own business, whatever that may be. And I want to make sure that we have you set up for success. And that starts with your Facebook profile. Okay, so let's get right into it. I don't want to waste anyone's time, and I want to make this as simple as possible and get right into the nitty gritty. So I am going to share my screen with you guys and go right over to Facebook. So here's my profile. Hopefully you guys can see it. Let me just check really quick again to make sure everything is operating. This is my first time officially using this StreamYard. I want to make sure that it's going right. Okay, good. So here we are, my Facebook profile. All right, so I'm gonna also when I'm done giving the little lesson, I'm gonna pick out a couple of people randomly that I already have ready to go and take a look at their profiles to see what tweaks can be made so that we can make sure you guys are set up. Okay, so first things first, we're looking at your profile page. And obviously you want your name there. And you want a clear picture right here in your profile circle photo. It can be a view, a family photo, it can be a professional photo, but it just needs to be clear and you need to be in it. Okay. Secondly, we are going to want to create a professional looking photo that has a call to action as your profile cover photo. All right, this is the one that you see here for me wearing my glasses, the screen protector glasses. And it's learn how to generate abundance in your mindset and business, weekly trainings, accountability guests. This is promoting my private group, right? So that's what I'm focused on, is getting like-minded business owners into my private group right now so that I can help as many people as possible. So I have a call to action. It says, click here to join my group. And when you click there, you are going to see my link to get into my group and what I can offer. So just a little one sentence line and a link for your call to action. Okay, we can go over this in more detail as far as setting up your group. That's going to be on a separate training, but you are going to want to eventually, sooner rather than later, set up your private group for what you can offer to people. Because of how the direction that Facebook is going, they announced a couple of months ago that they are going to start focusing on private groups and the posts that are going on in private groups. That's what you're going to be seeing more of. The groups that you're in, you're going to start seeing more of that in your personal profile feed on your wall. That's what they're going to be focused on sharing out to your network and to you. They're going to start pulling away from personal pages and business pages and just regular like posts that you would make on your personal page. They want all of the attention to be where the community is hanging out. So that's why a lot of people you might see are now starting to trickle over and create their own groups. And you probably get invited all the time to these private groups that you have no idea what they are, or people are inviting you to like their pages and they've never talked to you before. That's not how we're going to go about business here. That is not the way to have success. You do not want to mass invite people to anything about your business. This is a relationship business. Anything online, any kind of business is a relationship, customer service based business. I don't care what industry you're in. So you want to make sure that you are not mass messaging people. You're not mass inviting people to things. This is really about building one-on-one relationships with people. Now that takes time, and it takes time to perfect, and it takes time to like build those conversational tools. But that's what I'm here for. So over, the next several weeks and months, I'm going to be here providing you guys with all of that kind of information and value. So, all right, back to sharing my screen. Over here on my profile page. So we'll talk about how to get you looking professional on your cover photo in a little bit. So next, you will want to have your intro right here. This is a really important section, your whole intro section. You want this to be clear to people visiting your page or searching for friends. You want it to be clear what you do, who you are, what your interests are, because other like-minded people hang out with other like-minded people. So when you go and friend request someone, or someone goes to friend request you, they're going to first look at your profile and what you have going on before ever deciding if they want to connect with you, do business with you, whatever it may be. So make sure that we have our intro set up so that people know right away what you're into and what you do. Okay, so for me, I am an online marketer, an entrepreneur. That is a broad title, I guess you could say, because I do several things within those sectors, I guess. I do network marketing. I do several affiliate marketing partnerships. I am also an online business coach, mindset coach, and accountability coach. And obviously all of those are all about marketing too, right? So, and it's all of my company. So I'm an entrepreneur. They're all my businesses that I created. So that's me and my business in a nutshell right there, using those keywords. Keywords are really important as well for SEO optimization. And then next, like I mentioned, I do business and mindset coaching. So that's right there next to it. I'm a wellness influencer. I've been in the fitness industry my entire career, and I'm really into health and fitness. And, the other big part of my life is that I am a mom to a little boy. So everything I really love is all right here, minus my husband, but I love him too, but he doesn't get to go in this little intro section. So you can add whatever feels good to you. And I'm happy to work with you one-on-one to create this if you're having a hard time narrowing it down, but you want it to be genuine to who you are, what you offer in your industry, what you can provide to people, and a little bit about your personality, okay? Your likes and interests. So that's your bio section. And then we have the rest of your bio right here. Now there's several things within the edit bio section that you can add. So we'll just, I guess, go into it really quick. Oh, let's cancel. So you can check off a lot of things here, and the things that you want to show, things that you don't want to show, okay? So the things that you want to show, you don't want everything that they allow to show. You want it to be very simple and have your key, like whatever that is, 6 things right there for people. So the first is what you do in your business. Now, look how I do not have the exact name of the companies I'm with there, nor should you, I don't recommend ever promoting that. I'm just going to talk to you guys right here for a second. I don't recommend ever promoting your direct links to whatever your company is, or saying the name all over your social media of exactly what your company name is. You want to attract people in. You don't want to scare them away. Okay, so think about that every time you go to post something. You want to bring them in and attract them in. You don't want to scare them away and like be feeling like it's spammy, because I've been there before with my past company, where I didn't realize it at the time, but in retrospect, looking back, I'm like, oh my gosh, I was totally one of those like spammy looking people. All I did was post about my products and my business all the time. That's all I talked about. And people don't want to see that. That doesn't attract people to you. That makes people want to run away. So think about that now as we journey forward with all the things I'm going to be teaching you guys in here. You want to leave things somewhat vague and intriguing. You want to bring the audience to you, okay? So you don't want to say, that your title is, let me go back to this, whatever your exact company is that you worked for. Let's say Rodan and Fields, because I know there's a lot of people in here in Rodan and Fields. You don't want to be like, I am a consultant at Rodan and Fields, right? Because anyone who goes to your profile is then going to see that. And really, that's only going to attract other Rodan and Fields consultants to add you as a friend. And that's not really who you want to market to. You want to market to other people outside of the company you're in. So again, this is something we can go on in detail about if you're having a hard time figuring out what it is. But for me, I did online marketer and business coach and mindset coach at Amber Reed. And so I did create a business page as just one. I wanted to claim that like domain within Facebook. So I claimed that page as my name, but I don't really use it right now. And I'm not going to go into that, but you don't need that right now because Facebook doesn't really care too much about it unless you're spending money on ads. And that's not what I'm doing. I'm wanting to do organic free attraction marketing right now. So not trying to get a bunch of people spending money or me spending a bunch of money on ads, although that is helpful and that will come in a later training. So for now, you can create a business page if you don't already have one, and you should, make it your name or what the industry is in general, not necessarily with the title of the company you're with, okay? Because things can change too. And what I've learned over the years, I'm still sharing my screen, yes, okay, good. What I've learned over the years in this industry, especially within network marketing, since I know a lot of you watching this are in that industry, and I still am as well, is that you want to broaden your portfolio, right? We as entrepreneurs, we are business minded. We see the way of the online market and the way of the future, and we are grabbing a piece of it. And so in order to build that residual passive income, you want to have your hands in a few different areas. You want to be bringing in several different streams of income within this space, not just attaching your name and your brand to one company only, okay? You want to offer people a wide range of things, not just one thing. Okay, so moving right along. Lives in Los Angeles, California. That's great to have where you live. People want to know where you're located, where you're from, if you're from a different part of the country or world for that matter. I am from Charlotte, North Carolina, so I like for people to know that. I am a good old Southern girl at heart, even though I live in Los Angeles. And then I'm married, and there's my husband, and my direct link to my Instagram, and then my direct link to this private group, okay? So that's there for people that are searching for me and for a community of other like-minded people. And the last thing that you want just within this section that's really important is this photo right here. This is the section where your featured photos are. Now, most people on here, sorry, this live video is playing over here that I did earlier to attract people to this group. But most people have this area with like 6 to 9 photos, okay? And if you're an online marketer, network marketer, business owner, whatever it is that you're doing, and you're using Facebook to promote your business in any way, which we all should be using Facebook to promote our businesses, then I recommend, I shouldn't say you should, but I personally recommend making that a one photo shot. So you can change that by clicking in that area. Let me go back. So edit featured, you can change this, and you can click on, okay, here we go. So you can click on all the photos within your photos that you might want to add. Okay, and you can click on as many as I think up to 12, I believe it is. But if you just click one, however many you click on to feature is how many it's going to feature. Okay, so if you just click one to be featured, then your big one is going to show up like that. It's going to take up the whole space instead of having 9 different photos there. So you're going to want to, or I recommend you creating one professional photo as a lead magnet to get them to whatever place, whatever call to action you want to get them to, okay? So that could be like a message me thing, that could be a promo you might have going on, that could be your group, your private group that you go to create, which again is mine. I have my private group linked everywhere. Actually, this is the wrong link, but I think it takes them to the same place. That's what my bit.ly link was before. But same group. So you want this photo to be the same link that you have this photo linking to as well, so that wherever people are going, they know how to get to where you want them to go, okay? And this is the link also right here. So I have it in 3 different places. So if someone comes to my page, they automatically know what I'm up to, who I am, what my business is in relation to, all those kinds of things, okay? And that's really what we want in order to optimize our personal profile and our businesses. We want to attract organic, warm leads to us. We don't want to be going out and cold messaging 200 people a week or a month or whatever you're doing. Those days are gone, okay? So I'm here to help you with some other strategies that are organic, that are natural, that have people coming to you, that don't make you feel icky, that don't make you not want to work. Because again, I've been there and that's no fun. And then, so let's talk a second about your profile and your post. Okay, you want to have a mixture, and I'm just going to touch on this really quick because I'll have another training on it later. But you will want to make sure that you guys are posting a mixture of things, as far as it being personal life, maybe a photo of my son. I'm sure he's in here somewhere. I don't know. I'm not going to scroll too far, but I've posted about him all the time, and I have a picture here of pretty much my daily lunch right now is my salad that's getting a lot of attention, which is, again, what we want. We want more attention on our profiles because that's how Facebook's algorithms are working, and that's how our outreach grows and more eyeballs come to us, is the more engagement that we have on our own post, okay? So you want to have, I'll tell you this, I live by a kind of like an 80-20 rule, I guess. You want to mix in a few things. So personal post, you want to have your family, your life, whatever you feel comfortable with. Obviously, if you don't feel comfortable talking or showing photos of your kids, when you're talking about business and you have a public profile, then that's up to you. I'm not telling you you have to do that. I know a lot of people aren't comfortable with that. But you want to create content that is adding value for people, that is motivating people, inspirational quotes, whatever it may be, motivation, your own personal motivational stories, things that you've been through. That gets a lot of engagement. Our personal stories, personal experiences, personal results. You want to talk about that. You want to teach people things. Okay, you don't want to always just be like, sell, 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 buy this from me now, buy, 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 sell, sell, sell. You want to be attracting them with other things. People, you want them to be interested in everything that you have to offer. Okay, so that's value, motivation, teaching, your lifestyle posts, so they get a feel of your personality and who you are and can connect with you on a personal relationship. Because again, this is about relationship building, online marketing, what we're all here doing, relationship. And all of those things are going to be highly engaged post for you, which is ultimately what we all want in this space. Okay. And one of the tips, I'm going to be doing a really in-depth training on how to get these highly engaged posts. I might make that the topic next week, since I'm already talking about it kind of right now. But yeah, I'll just leave it for next week. I don't want to give too much away, so that you have room left in your brain for next week's training instead of everything going on today. So let me go back before I get off on too many tangents. Let's go back really quick to touch on the last things. Okay, so your featured photo, a little bit about your biz or your private group that you have that you can help others with, and then show your photos here as well. You want to have your friend showing if you want, or you can make it private. And then the other thing is just making sure that your profile is a public profile. Okay, you want it to be public, so that people outside of your network can actually find you. And I've just realized that I didn't have my lights on, so I hope you can see my face throughout this whole conversation. I forgot to turn my lights on in my room. Okay, so I want to talk really quick about a tool that I use to create these professional looking cover photos and templates, things that I'm using to post. Here, I used a graphic, this one. So most of you might have heard about it already. I'll post the link in the comments after this video is done, but it is Canva. So I don't know if you've ever used Canva before, but it's pretty simple. If you haven't, I can do a training on it with you later. Just tell me in the comments what you're really wanting help with the most. And I will be sure to add that to my list of trainings coming up. So if you're new to Canva and you're new to creating things that look really professional, let me know. I can do a training on that. Put it in the comments. If you have other ideas, drop that in the comments so I can be sure to add that to my list, okay? Because I'm here for you guys. So Canva is a really good tool to be using. I'll drop that in the comments. And this is what my little flyer looks like for the program that I have created for my coaching program. So that's what I created with Canva. And it took me less than 5 minutes to do. It's really simple. And then another one I wanted to show you guys is Fiverr. It's a website called Fiverr, which I did not know about until like 3 months ago. And it's amazing. If you are overwhelmed, if you're one of those people that's overwhelmed with getting things done, like a Canva template or content creation for like posting photos on your Instagram or Facebook or whatever it may be, you can hire people for relatively cheap to do anything and everything you want them to do. Writing things, again, it depends what business you're in, but for basically any and every business on here, digital marketing, SEO management, I mean, they have everything. It is a great resource to have. So I'm throwing that out there for you. I'll leave that in the comments as well so that you have a link to that. And then I wanted to go and touch on a few people's profiles so we can see what we can do to spruce them up a little bit, okay? So I have 3 people. I'm going to do Tasia, Wes, and Aaron. They're all in 3 different companies doing different things. So let's see what they have going on. I love this, Tasia. If you're watching, I know you will be. I like that you already have your little intro of what you're into. Mother of three, healthy mind, body, and spirit. Okay, so that's great. So now come up with a couple of keywords that describe your business. Okay, put that in here as well so that people are automatically know that you have a business that you're operating as your own, as an entrepreneur. Put that there. And then I would recommend, let's see, what's this? We can do a more detailed look into these things. I don't want to go too in depth, but here's where you would change that one big photo to draw people in. These quotes and everything are great, but they look really busy, and that's not going to attract too many like-minded people. So you are going to want to make one big photo that's maybe a photo of your face, and then a couple of keywords about what you do or what you can help people with, okay? And then again, for up here on your cover photo, it's a little blurry, so you want to make sure that you have the right dimensions for the photo, the places on Facebook or Instagram or wherever you're going. They all have their own dimensions. So you want to make sure that you're, let's see, doing the right one. So like on Canva, they have them already in the correct dimensions that you would need. You would just find the one for Facebook. Here you go. There's a Facebook one. There's one for Facebook cover right here. So that would be the correct dimensions so that it doesn't show up blurry for you, okay? So that would be a great place to start for you. Wes, love the profile photo. I love that. I would recommend changing the cover photo because I don't think that that relates to your business at all, only because I know what your business is already. And then again, these are all great personal photos right here in the photo section, but I would recommend having it be what your actual company is for your clothing company, okay? Some places to start, and also your about section is not there either. Okay, and then lastly, really quick, let's do Erin. Erin, I love the brightness that you have going on in your cover photo, but again, it's a little bit blurry, so it's not the right dimensions for this section. And I automatically know that you're with Rodan and Fields, okay? So if I didn't want to have anything to do with Rodan and Fields, or I was afraid that if I added you as a friend that you would just try to sell me something without building a relationship with me first, then I might not confirm you as a friend, right? If I'm one of those people, I'm not like that, but there are people like that. So we have to think about the outside world looking in on us, okay? So let me touch on this really quick, you guys, because this is really important. The reason why you don't want to have your name and your product just like vomiting all over people is because, like I mentioned earlier, you want to attract people into you. You want them to be intrigued, like, oh, what is she doing? What is he doing? I wonder what their business is. I know that it relates to skincare, but I wonder which company they're with. I wonder what products they have. Could their products help me? Okay, you want their minds thinking that way as opposed to just going and seeing, oh, she does Rodan and Fields. Okay, next. All right, you want people to be intrigued about you, what you do, the content you're sharing, bringing them back for more so that you can start a conversation and a relationship behind the scenes and even on Facebook with each other publicly, but in private messenger, having conversations that flow naturally, that aren't so like, oh, I gotta like sell this person, I gotta get this person, I need to make a sale today. Things need to be like, you need to take a step back. You need to remember that this is a relationship business, and you really need to take the time to nurture those relationships, okay? And see if what you have can help someone. And if not, no big deal, not okay. It's not personal, it is business. So never take anything personal. If someone says no to you, they're not saying no to you. They're just saying no to whatever you're selling, offering, whatever your product, service is, okay? It's not personal. in any way. All right. So I want you guys to like learn the way of attracting people to you and starting conversations behind the scenes and building those relationships and that intrigue in people's minds instead of just like planting it all over the place. Okay. Because then people aren't going to be drawn to want to like message you and learn more about you. So back to Erin. Okay. So let's remove Rodan and Fields. All right. You can keep life-changing skincare, reformat this to be the right size. I love the color scheme. So whatever you want your kind of your color branding to be, or that photo to be to draw people in. You can add a photo of yourself in Canva too. All right. So then intro, all you have in your intro is your level and your title with that company. Okay. So again, that's only going to attract people that are also in that company. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not screen sharing. That would be helpful. Let's go back. Right here in the intro section, you are just going to attract other people. People are going to be finding you through Facebook and your like-minded interest. They're going to be searching and finding you only because they're also within Rodan and Fields, okay? And they want to connect with you. The majority of the time, it's not going to be outside people that care or even know what level 3 exec, consultant, Rodan and Fields, milestone 5 achiever. No one else outside is going to know that. Only people in that company are going to know what that even means. So that's really not an important thing I recommend personally to put up there. Again, you want to draw people into you and wonder what it is that you're doing. So if I come to your page, I mean, great job, in a sense that like I know what it is Erin does, right? I know exactly what you do and where you are within the company. But we want to create that intrigue with our outside market, okay? And I don't want to be repetitive here, but you guys know what to do, all right? With the photos here, you have 2 of the same photos. We want to remove that, definitely. You want them to be each unique photos that are eye-grabbing if you are going to have multiple photos here and not a business photo. But again, I do recommend having that one business photo right there, okay? All right, so I think that about does it. Let me come here and I am going to, let me just see if I have any questions at the moment.
You'll have to continue.
Oh, thanks, Siri. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any questions. And I don't think I am. Hi, Tasia, you did join. Great. Hey, Stacia, Jenny, Natalie. Hey, guys. Okay, so if you do have any questions about any of that, please comment below. I will go back and answer them as much as I can. You can always private message me as well, and I can see what I can do to help. And the last thing I want to say really quickly is that if you are focusing on so many different platforms on social media, if you are on Facebook, you have a business page, a group page, a profile, you have Instagram, you have, now there's the new thing, TikTok, you have all these different things, Twitter, I don't know, Snapchat. You need to really focus on one platform, just one right now. If you're here and needing new strategies, you need help with social media, you feel overwhelmed by social media, you feel overwhelmed by your business, you don't know where to start, you don't know what to do next, you don't know what to post next, you don't know what to do, okay? You need to focus on one thing. And I highly recommend it being Facebook and Facebook groups and attracting people to your private Facebook group where you can add a ton of value to people. And people are coming to your group because they want to learn more about what it is you're offering, okay? Not, your third cousin who doesn't care at all what you're doing, okay? And just promoting it all over all your other social media feeds. You need to focus on one because having so many out there, is very overwhelming. And then you end up spending way too much time trying to figure out where to post, what to post. You're posting the same things everywhere, and you're scrolling more than anything. You get lost just scrolling through Instagram and Facebook. Okay, I've been there, I've done it, and it is a time waster. So stop scrolling. I have a training that will be coming up as well on that topic, and how to get more organized, how to stay more focused on Facebook or whatever platform you are going to choose. But this one specifically is going to be targeting Facebook, how to attract people to you, and how to create personal friends list, categorized friends list, and keep track of your time management, because we don't all have 100 hours in a day. We have the same 24 hours, and a lot of us have a lot going on that we're juggling. So I'll be coaching on that soon as well. So again, in the comments, please let me know what you're hoping to get more trainings on, what you want strategies on sooner rather than later. I have some great things coming up for you already, but I'd love to throw in more since I'm here to do what's best for you guys, okay? And offer my knowledge to you. So thanks for joining today. I think that was it. Let me just look at my notes really quick before I say goodbye. Truly wanna. Okay, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. You got to do the work. Okay, I can't just come on here and teach all the time and then you just sit on the information and you don't implement anything. You got to do the work. Okay, you got to go and implement it. You got to go and change your profiles right now when we get off this live. Create your Canva templates. I'll post it in the comments. Ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Okay, and don't be afraid to engage in this community, because that's what I really want this community to be about. Let me know what I can do for you. I'm here, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks for stopping by. All right. Bye.